Welcome back to Property Play. I'm your host, Elena Saradidis, and today I'm with Elena Safonova. She is our new head of international, and she's kicking it off with talking to us all things Dubai.
So exciting, huh?
So why Dubai first? Like, why Dubai as a market? Why should we be looking at investing in it? What's special about it?
Okay, so I think that's my personal opinion that Dubai is the next American dream. Remember when people used to go to the United States and think this is it, this is how I can make it in life and get the job I want. So I think right now Dubai is it. Anybody can come in and make things happen. And Dubai infrastructure makes it so easy for people to just come in, start a business, very easy to register your business. And you're paying zero property tax. Paying zero income tax on individual tax, zero income tax on corporate until a certain threshold. Then you have to pay 9%. Then, a lot of people think, well, is Dubai going to go in recession as well? If you look at a perspective, Dubai as a perspective from product cycle, I think with what has been happening in the last 4 years, Dubai, with product life cycle, we have development, introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. I truly believe that Dubai is standing somewhere at the end of introduction and it's just going into growth. If you're a business trying to open up any type of business, Dubai is strategically located between the West and the East, and that's where the West and the East meet. And with everything that's been happening in Dubai, in the world, a lot of people are just bringing money into Dubai constantly from every part of the world. It's kind of becoming the new Switzerland. Maybe the laws are not so secretive in terms of the money and how, but there's policies, there's privacy in, hiding your money.
So
But
can we say that?
I don't know if we can say that, but it's, we know that. We know a lot of people that are relocating. If you're a crypto millionaire, you can buy anything you want with crypto. You can buy a property and then sell it the next day and cash out. Then you really have to look into the master plan, Dubai master plan, which is, 2040 master plan. And if you really look into what they're planning to bring, new airports, the population growth is expected to be 7.8 million by 2040. And then that being said, a lot of people are still not feeling, it's too far. How are you going to manage the property if you buy, right? So if you're buying a property in Dubai, there's so many management companies that can just manage it for you. And all you do, you sit there and collect your rents, either it's long term or short term. Airbnb. Dubai probably receives 16 million tourists, overnight tourists. So all these people need to stay somewhere. So, Airbnb is a great business there and it's alive and kicking and there is demand for it.
So what would you say the return is on investment there, or cap rate? Like, how much am I making off of my money?
Yeah. So it depends. If it's Airbnb, you're obviously making more. You're making between 7 to 15%. And I've seen more in some cases, depending on the property. If it's extra, uber luxury, then you can charge crazy amounts. On the standard living off of Airbnb, you'd be collecting somewhere between, I would say, 8 to 10%. Now, if you don't want to deal with Airbnb, if you just want to get a long-term tenant, the cap rates would be 5 to 10%, depending where you buy. The price per square foot on standard living ranges between 400 to $800 per square foot. I'm talking Canadian right now, not American, right? And for your prime downtown location, you would be paying between 1,000 to 1,300 per square foot. And Uber luxury would be anywhere between 2,500 plus.
Okay. And is there a certain area in Dubai, like, is it like Toronto where the city is the city, but it has a bunch of micro markets within it? Like, where would
Dubai is difficult to say that it's, yes, it is. Yes, you want to be in the business center if that's where your work is, but Dubai is super spread out. So each area has its own little universe where you can get done everything. And that's bringing us back to the master plan Dubai, which they want to make it as a 20-minute city. So everything you need would be 20 minutes from your location where you decide to live, right? So, yeah.
Is there a certain project that you're excited about?
Look, there's so many projects that are coming. One in particular, I think is going to be very exciting, is the addition in J1, in area J1, which is right on the beach. The beach is getting limited. Obviously, the beach properties are a lot more expensive, but this is going to be a really special project that people should look into.
So should we have you tour it?
I would love
Next
to
month.
tour it.
We're maybe we're going to Dubai. Maybe we're going for a visit.
And think about just even purchasing something off plan, which is pre-construction. It's so easy. So the process, once you locate it and narrow down your property that you want to buy, everything is a public knowledge. So the first thing you would do, you would check with the Dubai Land Department. You would check the developer. You would check if the project has been approved. So there's no one's going there blindfolded and thinking, well, what's going to happen to the project, right? So you would give your 5 to 10% on signing. That money is not refundable. So if you decided to take it, you take it. Then your deposit structure is 40 to 50% on during construction, and then it's spread it in segments. So the developer will tell you when your next segment is, where you're paying, and all the money is going into escrow account, which is also managed by the Dubai Land Department, which is a government entity altogether. So the money never is released to the developer unless it's been confirmed that a certain stage of the construction is complete. And on the handover, all you're paying is for one fee, 4%, and there's going to be no other property taxes, no capital gains, nothing. That's all you're paying once, and then you can just collect your income.
And how does financing work? Like, will banks give me mortgages for this?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Banks would give someone who is non-resident, you can put 50% down, and then the banks will, finance you depending on the job you have and how stable is your job.
But you might not know this, but do you know what the interest rates are in Dubai on loans?
To be honest with you, I don't know that just yet, but I can get back to you on that later.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, she gives us a tour of.
Also, don't forget, if you're dealing with crypto and you cannot, liquidate your crypto here in Canada or United States, you can come to Dubai and buy it with cryptocurrency directly from the developer. You can literally, I wouldn't suggest selling the plan that you bought, because if you're buying off plans, you're making a lot of money on the closing. The minute the property is built, it goes up in price.
Do you know what kind of the difference is between on plan versus resale?
Well, now I would say you can make up to 30% more, which is, in my opinion, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's not.
In some cases, you can get more, and depending on the property, depending on the location, depending on the project, right? Something like Amman or Edition, once these units are gone, they're never coming back. So if you're someone that wants to live that lifestyle and be in that particular building, you'd be paying extra money to get that. A lot of people that come to Dubai, they pay everything cash. Must be nice.
We need to go make more money. How do we buy everything in cash?
I know. Well, listen, if you live in Dubai, there's a lot of people that do live in Dubai, they pay no taxes. That's how they can afford to pay something, and and they do make it easy for you.
Isn't there age restrictions on how long you can live there if you're of a certain age?
There is. I think it's up to 65 years old, but again, you could still live there if you are sponsored or you have enough money to sustain yourself. So essentially, the government probably doesn't want to take care of your medical bills, which is fair. You're not a resident, you're not a citizen. But if you can afford your lifestyle, everybody is welcome in Dubai.
So she's off to Dubai next. We will have more on the Dubai market as well as some other markets in coming episodes, but we can't wait to show you all the world has to offer when it comes to real estate. If you like content like this, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe.